Good fucking morning, goddammit. This is going to cover today's workout. So today's Tuesday. This is the second week of January 2023, which is probably the first kind of full week for people since we started off like the New Year's, and in Scotland they got two bank holidays, so it's kind of 2 days off. So this is of this block. I think I'm in week 4 or 5 of this block. So this workout's three doubles on squat. So I started off kind of like flat, and then started pyramiding the weight up a bit. I got up to 235 last week for a double. I was gonna maybe go up to. So I think this is the third week in a row where I've done 230. I did 230 on because I was in David Lloyd's 2 weeks ago. So they have kilo plates, so it's just 230 dead. Whereas I use the pound plates in here to squat, so that's where the 235 comes from. Because it's actually 234.4 or something like that, or 234.5. I'll just round it up for ease of my own mental math. So I didn't rep it last week. The idea was to rep it last week, but I didn't think the RPE was low enough last week, so I repped it out today. Got 4 on it. I'm trying to keep like an RPE 8, so I think this was a fairly comfortable RPE 8, maybe even RPE 7.5. I'm 100% confident I could definitely done 2, but I think I could potentially grind another one. But yeah, this is decent stead. So next week I'm going to probably move up the first weight to 225, second weight 235, and then I'll probably jump up to 245. I doubt I'll rep 245 next week. I'll probably just hit a double on it. The bench variation for this workout is feet up, pause, Larson, or just Larson, sorry, because Larson is feet up. So I'm trying to be strict around pausing at lockout and pausing on the chest to try and load my rotator cuff. So it's 2 second pause at lockout, 2 second pause at the chest, and just counting 1, 2, 1, 2 in my head. So I'm not using a metronome or anything. This one, this really lit up my rotator cuff on my left hand side. It felt like it was getting really loaded, but in quite a good way, kind of similar to when I was doing tempos sort of way. So I think this is actually quite a useful variation, and I think back to times in the past where I've had good runs with bench with kind of higher frequencies. I've been doing this kind of work, kind of feet up, but more kind of spotto and kind of close grip stuff. So that's maybe something I might look to bring in further down the line. But at the minute, kind of the feet up, kind of being strict with the pause of the chest and strict with the pause at lockout is really kind of achieving what I want, which is to load the shoulder. So I'll do a second workout probably tonight, where I do pull downs, shoulder presses, and rows if I get time. If not, I'll just kind of do them on Thursday. I've kind of found, I discussed it in this series before, but I took a time away from doing any kind of assistance work, a good 8 weeks probably, just to see what happened, and my shoulders didn't feel better for it. I think they probably felt a little bit worse. So kind of two days a week I'm doing assistance work. So this is a pause squat in my snooty, which is fucking amazing. So it wasn't actually a snooty, it's a comfy, I think, which is the original one. But it's class. It's super comfortable and warm, and is actually quite good for squatting in. So this is actually later in the day. This is maybe 2 or 3 hours later. I had to go on the dog walk, so I had to leave, come back. So so I've done a bit of work and stuff, and then kind of finished up this workout, just the 4x4 pause squats at 190. These are a progression in both load and in sets. So I was doing 2 sets of this kind of 4 weeks ago, kind of Christmas week, just because I was taking the number of sets down a bit, because I was kind of reducing the frequency. But I'm back up to the full 4 sessions a week, or 6 sessions including assistance. 4 days a week anyway. So this is my first week doing 4 sets. So that's kind of the original plan, is 4 sets for this movement. So 4x4 at 190, both an increase in the load and an increase in the volume. So I might hold this next week because it was fairly tough. It wasn't like nails or anything, but it was relatively tough. Anyway, that's going to conclude this update, and I'll be back for the next one tomorrow, hopefully. Goodbye.